2, 1. Hey guys, welcome to my review of Plush Danganronpa by Radier. So before we start this review, this is a two-parter, by the way. This video I'm doing chapter 1 and 2, and next video I'm doing chapter 3 and 4. And I'm doing this all in one sitting, so my mind is completely fresh on the series. So, first off, this is a pretty obvious one, but if you don't want to be spoiled by this of chapter 1 and 2, don't watch this video and don't watch the other one. Because obviously I will be reviewing it, which means I have to talk about the story, yada yada yada, and so don't be upset if you're spoiled, just don't watch it. Also, Radier, if you're watching this, which you probably are, hopefully, I think this series is pretty good, so well done. Anyway, let's get started. First off, chapter 1. I'm just going to be doing like a quick summary of the chapter, and then what I thought of it, and the trial, obviously. So chapter 1. Chapter 1 is as normal as it always is. The students obviously meet each other, talk about their ultimate talents. Then, the Monokuma of this series is introduced. And yeah, it's pretty good. Also, the comedy in this series is actually really good. I laughed quite a lot. I like it. It's a good mix of tragedy and comedy, so that's good. So first off, like, the students meet each other, you get that explanation of everyone's talents, which is always good. Also, I'll give extra points to this one. This is amazing. Mickey, which is the main protagonist, which is the one that the series is really about. I am very happy with Mickey as a character. He's the ultimate speedster. His character in real life, I don't know. Characters don't have to be like their real life equivalents. Their real life equivalents, like from where they came from. But anyway, Mickey is the ultimate speedster, which I am really happy about. And finally, okay, somebody else is the ultimate lucky student, but at least Mickey isn't the ultimate lucky student, or lottery, because it happens literally in every series, and it kind of gets boring sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, Mickey, good character. They all talk a bit. Obviously, their first motive is given. The motive is obviously if you don't. Also, this series breaks the fourth wall a lot, which I also like. But the motive is obviously, it usually is if you don't kill somebody in the time period, I will kill all of you, which it is. Regular chapter 1 stuff, very well, shown. Anyway, so, yeah, then they obviously investigate. The investigation is good. I like the way, and every character seems to have something, a purpose in the series. They don't act like every character doesn't act have the same personality, which is the problem with some Danganronpa series. Also, they all investigate. So obviously, the motive is given. Then I think Mickey goes to sleep. Obviously. Then we go a bit forward. Then, there's nothing really else. There's free time events, which I do like. I'm pretty sure Mickey talks to every person, every student, and Kirby cooks some food because he is the ultimate eater. Also, just right now, I'll explain what ultimate talents I like the best. I like the ultimate lion. No, I actually don't like the ultimate lion. It's a bit... Lion is the ultimate lion. I don't know. It's fine. And Bowser, the ultimate father. There's some funny moments with him. Anyone else? Okay, Eagle, the ultimate bone breaker, I'm pretty sure. He breaks his... No, back breaker. The whole thing is he has a thing which breaks his back. Okay? So that's the characters that I like. And the character I like the most was Bowser. So, yeah, I like that. Anyway, so yeah, Mickey talks to everyone. It's all good and jolly until, obviously somebody gets murdered. Oh, yeah, also Bomb Bro. He throws bombs. It's pretty cool. I like him as well. How it happens is Bomb Bro noticed the box that the Monokuma, I'm just going to call it Monokuma, standing on, and then suddenly, wow, we get into the first murder, and it appears to be a double murder, which is, who is it again? Eagle and Regular Bear, I want to say? Yeah. Regular Bear. It's been a while. I just finished chapter 2. So, Regular Bear and Eagle. It turns out, Regular Bear is just sleeping, which I think is good. At least it's not a double murder, it's actually a single murder. Eagle is dead, though. Then we get the investigation, the real investigation. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot something. I'll just mention it here. Bowser and Mickey, stalk Eagle, and it is appeared that he has to take some medication. And later, this is revealed that he has to take it because to stop his back breaking, which it's kind of funny because it's a disease that only he gets, and that's in his entire talent. It's literally his disease, which is kind of sad. But yeah, the investigation happens. It's very well presented. The truth bullet text appears on screen, which I do appreciate. It's kind of like the real game, and yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. There's quite a lot of counts. There's saying that only they have some things which rule people out, and yeah, they have Radier King has something where certain people weren't here, so so they're the main suspects. Anyway, let's go on to the trial. So first off, I'm just going to summarise the trial here. It basically is about, everyone thinks it's Regular Bear since he obviously was on the crime scene, which kind of makes sense. Since he wasn't dead, you'd probably think he was the murderer. But actually, it is revealed that he was actually drugged by the murderer, and I'll get to that in a second. And I think that's really cool. I also like the fact that the murder is pretty creative. I don't think anyone else done something similar to this. And basically, I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. Well, you can, if you're watching this, you probably already watched the series, and if I'm talking to Radier King, he's obviously created the series, So I'm just gonna, it shows the evidence, and it's revealed that Lemmy, which is the ultimate candy maker, or candy, he basically makes candy, or eats candy, it's revealed. And I also like this, because it's shown that Regular Bear and Lemmy, quotation marks, were zapped by force fields, because you can't have the entire area free to look around just in chapter 1. Yeah, and it turns out, because obviously they need to get help because they've been zapped, it turns out that Lemmy was not actually zapped, he was just faking it, and therefore he was able to kill Eagle, and drug Regular Bear, or Bear, I'm just going to call him Bear, through, using his wand. And there's also, it's called the teleporting crime, which is because of these teleporting bins, which is also another cool thing. Yeah, I don't think anyone else in the first chapter has even used teleporters or anything to do with teleporters, so that's also plus. And then it's revealed that Lemmy did it, and Lemmy did it because, and now here's something, Lemmy did it because he thought that Regular Bear, Eagle would be the best, the weakest person, the weakest link. And it's kind of weird considering Kirby's literally just a ball with feet and little nubs, but technically Eagle breaks his back, so I get it. So yeah, and then the execution, well done. The music is a bit weird, but it's good not to hear the stereotypical something else. And yeah, it was a good execution. It was called Revenge, and it's basically put everything he did against him in the execution, which I think is quite cool. Okay, on to chapter 2. So chapter 2 is all about a party, and obviously everyone's sad. And here's the part that I find extremely interesting. Tiger, which is a character I haven't mentioned yet because he hasn't been really important in chapter 1, he was talking all about hope, and basically he's Nagito from Danganronpa, the game. the games. But turns out that because Monokuma, again in quotation marks, did not give the students a motive, Tiger, he makes his own, which is really incredibly funny. And apparently it's basically saying that he's basically his own private hitman, and you can tell him to help you out with a murder. And just, wow. I originally thought he was working with a mastermind, but I think he's just really insane. So he's like, we've got to have despair to overcome it so we can get hope. Just like Nagito, so I know. And yeah, then we have some free time events. There's a party. The party section is extremely funny. I love it. Everyone basically just gets drunk, like so drunk. And then, eventually, unfortunately, well, first off, there's a cooking scene with Kirby, Mickey, and Bowser, which is like a taste testing scene, which I think is just heartwarming. And basically, Bowser talks about how he needs to feed his kids, so if Kirby could teach him stuff, because obviously he's an ultimate eater, so he can teach him a bit about cooking. Yeah, and then, sadly enough, Bowser dies. Yep. He's drunk, so he goes in, and he's also pretty sick because Roy, Roy helped his father out with grapes to make it taste better, and then he was sick, and apparently there is a bomb planted in the grapes. Somebody planted a bomb in the grapes, so just absolutely wild, honestly. So yeah, Bowser goes in, he gets sick, right? And it turns out that the bomb blows up inside of him and he dies just on the spot in the bathroom, fortunately. And somebody else, I think he's called Charger Bear, dies because of it, because of the blast radius, because he went to go and check on Bowser. And now was the investigation. It's basically all about how the killer did it and how, and the bombs and also the wand, that Roy used to help his father. Now, I originally thought that either Roy or Kirby was going to be the killer here because Kirby obviously made the stuff, he could have got a bomb. And also Roy did the little magic thing on the grapes, which kind of makes it seem like he uses magic to plant some sort of thing into it. But no, it's actually... So, apparently, Tiger got somebody. He actually got somebody, that wanted to commit some murder. And Tiger and the person met up. And then, turns out that somebody else saw it, which was Bear. Regular Bear. He didn't die. I'm glad, I guess. He's okay, as a character. Yeah, and he saw it, and everyone's going through one by one in the class trial. It's basically all about how did the killer do it, and who... had a tail, because Mickey had a tail, the main character. It seems that, every trial so far that I've watched has Mickey being kind of a suspect, which I like. I think most Danganronpas don't really do that. They're like, the main character cannot be questioned. They are a god. But, I really appreciate that. Then, basically, so it's all about tails, and usually, also they have a scrum debate, which is really cool. I did not expect a scrum debate, and yeah, it's pretty good. It was actually pretty well presentated, so that's a plus. Then, after that, it turned down to the wire, and apparently it was Lion who did it. It's a lion on all fours, and apparently he snuck through the vents. So they got a bomb off Bomber Bro, and it was a silent bomb. I don't know how he got a silent bomb, And they snuck in. Tiger and Lion were working together, because Tiger is super insane at this point. And yeah, so yeah, they planted it on Bowser. Well, they put it into the grapes. They switched the egg thing, which Kirby was originally going to give to everyone at the party, and that's what Bowser ate before and Mickey ate before. And yeah, after that, they thought Kirby was going to have it, but they also put something hard in it or something, and then Kirby choked on it, which is really... that's not epic, bro. And yeah, after that, so Lion was so desperate to get out of this place that he told Bowser to eat it, and then, you know, from there, it all went downhill. And the main thing that Lion is proved to be the killer is the fact that he said he raced Charger Bear, even though the other bear saw that he didn't. So that's the main purpose, how they figured it out. And yeah, so that's it for chapter 1 and 2. The execution for chapter 2 is pretty good as well. It also has, it's all about wild animals. I remember, it's all about wild animals, and obviously Lion, it goes with his theme, and it's pretty good as an execution. I don't know what music it has. I'm pretty sure it might have the regular music, or it's just another custom music, or music from what I have not heard before. Can't remember it on the spot right now. So yeah, let me summarise chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 1 and 2, they're actually really good. I liked both of them. They both serve purpose. Usually chapter 1 and 2 are probably the worst. Chapter 1 is usually the worst one since it's the most boring. Chapter 2 is pretty good usually, but only the later chapters are usually the most interesting ones. So yeah, I'm sorry that this video was so not well presented. Can't even speak at all, but you know, I just wanted to give my opinion on it. This is review. Usually, so far, it's really good stuff. Also, here's a problem that I probably should have. I kind of forgot to mention. The audio is a bit weird, especially with the start of chapter 1. Like, it's a bit quiet, but that may just be my TV, just completely messing up. And also, he like hires the volume later. He, she, it, I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone. Yeah. So yeah, it's raised later, so it is actually easier to hear it. So that's obviously good, very good indeed. So I can actually watch it, and yeah, I'm excited to watch more. It's really good actually. I have it on my TV right here. You can't see the TV. So anyway, thank you for watching, and this is a good Danganronpa. So yeah, it's pretty cool. See ya, and I'll make part 2 soon.